Okay, so now we're on to the lower half of the gut. It says here, probiotics remove anxiety, creates new brain synapses, helps brain to grow, adapt. Because, why? Because there is a nerve that goes from the gut to the brain called a vagus nerve. It goes from the gut to the brain. So anything that's happening in your stomach also affects your brain. So probiotics remove anxiety. Probiotics remove anxiety, create new brain synapses, and help brain to grow, adapt. So, and here we have toxins, bad diet, bad bacteria, all have a cost, you know, to your digestive system. So, gut inflammation, in other words, leaky gut. Gut inflammation, in other words, leaky gut, will lower your serotonin, and we know that 90% of serotonin takes place in the gut. So therefore, because of the vagus nerve going to the brain, will cause also brain inflammation. So here you have brain inflammation, which includes lack of brain function, brain not going fast, panic, slows down the brain. You've got bipolar, anxiety, low libido, depression, sleep problems. So that's, 90% of all serotonin is in the gut. And serotonin needs zinc to function. I think it needs zinc. Now, friendly bacteria produce amino acids such as tryptophan, tyrosine, phenylalanine, such as tryptophan, tyrosine, and phenylalanine. And from these amino acids are created serotonin and dopamine. So these amino acids, in other words, are essential for serotonin to combat depression, sleep problems, and calming. And dopamine, which is essential, these amino acids are essential also for dopamine. What's dopamine good for? For dealing with anger, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, addiction, lack of focus, and craving. Now, pesticides, why we don't like pesticides? Pesticides block the production of these amino acids. Pesticides block the production of these amino acids in plants, crops, and the human gut. So if there are pesticides on your vegetables, on your produce, the pesticides actually block the production of these amino acids, which are in plants, crops, and in the human gut. So we have to avoid pesticides. The CIGA is very important because it cleans out dead cells. It cleans out dead cells without causing inflammation. Now, for sleep, it says here for sleep you need 400 milligrams of melatonin to sleep. Could do as a yeast drills holes. So yeast is not good because it drills holes in the gut. There's 26 feet of colon, and all of it. If the digestion is working correctly, goes to the liver, to the liver, to the liver, to the liver, to the liver. All of it goes to the liver. You have 2 kilos of bacteria in your stomach. You have 2 kilograms of good bacteria in your stomach. If you have an imbalance of microbes, creates colon, if you have an imbalance of microbes in the gut, creates colon damage. Toxins in the bad bacteria in the gut, they not only shit out toxins, but they eat the vitamins, the good stuff. Good bacteria, on the other hand, shit out vitamins, vitamin B9, and they consume toxins, so they do the reverse. Ileocecal. Therefore, a healthy gut, if you have good bacteria, then you have all the vitamins, because it shits out vitamins, B9 or whatever, and eats toxins. So if you have good bacteria, then you have all the vitamins that you need. Because good bacteria produce vitamins. You know, these, as we could hear, the good bacteria, they make amino acids. And they make amino acids and vitamins. And these are what we need to make serotonin and dopamine. Now, the ileocecal valve, which is right at the end, can get stuck open. I'm stuck open. This is the valve that connects your large colon to your small colon. You can get stuck open. A chiropractor can learn at night time, can learn a way of keeping valves shut at night. Suppresses immune system. Now, what's that? What is that? What is that supposed to be? Fight or flight. Aha, yes. There's punch, wings. Fight or flight. So the fight or flight, if you're in fight or flight, if you're in the stress response, it suppresses your immune system. And the digestion is given a low priority. It increases gut permeability, causes inflammation in the gut, alters the intestinal physiological function, and the digestive enzyme output is impaired. That is when you're when you have gut inflammation, then the enzymes go really fast. Enzymes start to get agitated, and they go really fast, and they break, and they start to interfere with the serotonin and break down serotonin. So it just shows that stress is the killer. So the good bacteria, you have 10 times much more bacteria in the gut than in the body. 10 times much more. You have 10 times more gut bacteria in the gut. 10 times more bacteria in the gut than there is bacteria in the body. Gut. So the gut is replaced. The inside of the gut is replaced. The inside of the gut is replaced every 24. Inside of the gut is replaced every 24 hours. Can you believe that? Zinc deficiency. Zinc can heal the leaky gut in 8 weeks for a healthy immune system. Also for serotonin, zinc deficiency. You can heal the leaky gut in 8 weeks with zinc to get for and also for a healthy immune system. Also for serotonin is important. We're not malnourished. We're not malnourished, not at all. We're malabsorbed. In other words, we're not absorbing. Don't kill us. So, antibiotics. And there's antibiotics found in food, water, meat, and dairy. You can find antibiotics in food, water, meat, and dairy. So I think stay away from meat, to be honest. And the antibiotics will kill the good bacteria. Now it says here, first of all, therefore, you must fix the gut first. and then vitamins, vitamin B, A, C, alpha lipoic acid, CoQ10, B stimulants, otherwise, it says if you then will lead to side effects. Side effects. So you're, I don't know, it looks like you're stressed or you're crying or something. So vitamin B helps brain matter remain strong, helps brain function, helps brain matter remain strong, helps brain function properly, prevents destruction of brain tissue. Vitamin B important. Okay. So your brain is always listening out to hear whether you're stressed or not. Is Alex stressed or not? It's always it's always listening out to hear whether is Alex stressed or not. Adrenaline superfood. Adrenaline is a superfood. So I'm bad, I'm aggressive, I'm bad, I grow fast. I'm having this. I don't know what those bad guys represent. Looks like stress is a superfood. Adrenaline is a superfood for the bad bacteria. The bad bacteria. I'm bad, I'm aggressive, I'm bad, I grow fast. And also it depletes iron, takes iron. Unless so from your mouth to your anus, that whole tube is not part of you, because the food goes in one end and comes out the other. So it's not part of you, it's not part of who you are, unless digestion fully works. And here it says, toxins eat away at the gut lining. Toxins eat away at the gut. Toxins eat away at the gut lining. So your gut is so important. Your gut is so important. We've seen from this how important your gut really is. So we've started off in the stomach and we've come all the way down. Here. And we've come all the way down here. All the way around. All the way here, right to the very end. So food is really important. I think everything you eat is really important, and that's why staying in awareness can be so helpful, because it reduces your level of stress. And then, of course, actually further down, we haven't reached the end of the gut yet, we haven't reached the end of the gut yet. Further down here, you have nutrition changes the genes. Now here, right at the end, before we get to the anus, we have stress. It's time to run. So if you're stressed, then all the blood and oxygen, your digestion takes bottom place, and all the blood and oxygen goes, I'm off to the legs and the arms, it's flight or fight, I'm out of here, we can't be everywhere all at once. So it goes off to your legs or arms or wherever else, and leaves the digestion. And that's why you don't digest food properly, because you're not relaxed. If there's food in your feces, it might mean that the pancreas may be not releasing enough digestive enzymes, or you're eating too much protein. It's not being broken down, in other words. Because remember, the pancreas is what produces the enzymes which break down. Pancreas is what releases the enzymes which breaks down food in the small intestine. So if you have food, it could be that the pancreas is not releasing enough digestive enzyme. That's why it's important to first break the food down in your mouth. And finally, here the four main elimination systems are the skin. The four main elimination systems are the skin. So that's why you go through your infrared sauna, your lungs, your bladder, and your colon. Through your colon, in other words, through your anus. So the large intestine has no villi. It's a circular muscle with no digestive enzymes. It's lined with a moist mucus and cells which lubricate the contents to help the food. And it's lined with a moist mucus, cells which lubricate the contents to help the food along. So here we're talking. So let's start again. There are four elimination systems: the large intestine, large intestine, no villi, circular muscle, no digestive enzymes. It's lined with moist mucus, cells which lubricate the contents to help the food along. The glands, like skin pores, extract and absorb daily between 1 to 2 pints of water, electrolytes, vitamins. Two main functions of the colon: absorption. 80% of material reaching the colon is reabsorbed. If your small intestine is not functioning, you don't chew well. If your small intestine is not functioning, which is the upper colon, if your small intestine is not functioning, you don't chew well, and partially undigested food reaches the colon, it will putrefy and damage the colon. So it must be absorbed, must be well digested. Okay, so that's that. Can't glean anything other from that. Fascinating, eh? Fascinating.